What's up, you guys? Chaos here, and today I want to talk about my faith, my beliefs, and my morals, and the afterlife. So I'm a Protestant Christian. I grew up like that since I was a little baby, and I mean, right now I'm 22, and I'm still a Protestant Christian. Um, I never been really religious when I was little until like I was 16. That's when I had like a manic episode and I felt like a prophet from the Bible. I felt like God had a mission for me in this world because I had a manic episode. When you have a manic episode, you get like me. I got some delusions, and you feel like really euphoric. You feel really good. You feel really good about yourself as well. But yeah, when I was 16, I was really Christian. I would read my Bible an hour and a half every day. I would fast like 3 days or 2 days every week. One time I fasted for a whole week, just water, no nothing, no coffee, no food, no Coca-Cola, no juice, just pure water for a whole week. And I was a really good Christian. Like I said, I would read my Bible every day, 1 hour and 30 minutes every day. I would watch like 7 videos about the Bible every day. And I started to get depressed because after a manic episode, I'm bipolar, so I was going up, and then when I reached the highest manic episode I could have, the manic moment I could have, the most manic moment I could have, I reached it, and then when you're bipolar, it goes down all the way down. So I started to be like a sloth. I started to be more lazy, but only in reading my Bible and praying, and yeah. Um, Also in fasting, I became weaker because there was always good food in my house. So I slowly started losing fasting, and then when I would get from school to my house, I would feel like really tired. So I'm like, oh, I'll just take a 20-minute break. I'll read some in 20 minutes. So I would read for 40 minutes, and then later I would just put it off. I'm like, I've been reading the Bible for like 3 months straight. I'm just gonna take some breaks. So I would read for 40 minutes one day, the next day a little bit less, and then and then I got to the point where I didn't read it at all. It was my second day without reading it. It was my second day without reading it, and I was like, okay, I have to read my Bible. Not gonna lose that habit. And I would read my Bible, but it was super super uncomfortable. Like I would just like clench my toes. These are my toes. And this represent my toes. I would just like squeeze them and rub it against the carpet, and like I would read 2 letters and I would forget, and then read them again and then forget, read them again and then forget, read them again and then forget. And it was super painful. I couldn't read it. I couldn't read my Bible. And then I started getting temptations about pornography. And there's my ex friend. She's a girl. I'm not gay or anything, but she's my ex friend, and I would get temptations about her and us being naked, taking a shower together, and having sex in the shower. And I was like that. Also pornography. Pornography was the major thing, but also me and my ex friend having sex, But it was mostly pornography, and I would resist for like 8 hours straight. Like I would just be on my iPad, using my iPad, and I was sweating. I was sweating from here, here. I was just sweating, and I did not give in to that temptation. I never yield to it. I would just come, and then when it would leave, I would let it leave, and it would come in 3 times stronger. And when it left, I would let it leave. But it got me to that. It got me that day. 8 hours of temptation, like really bad temptation, and only got like 3 times bigger. Whenever it would come, and whenever it would leave, it will get 3 times bigger than before. So I gave in. I masturbated and I started crying super super bad. Like like I felt bad for the Lord. Like I played him. Like I told him, God, please protect me, and I'm sorry for refusing you in the past. I know that I killed your son, and I'm sorry. I killed Jesus because everybody killed Jesus. To be honest, even the disciples, they left him alone, and they denied him. And Yeah, so I started crying a lot, and then I was like, okay. I went back to my room, and I was like, okay, God, hit me 20 times more. Hit me 20 times more fast, more stronger, more faster, 20 times more faster. Hit me with that temptation. I want to show you how much I love you. And I only lasted for like 7 hours, and then I went back and started masturbating. And I was like, okay, God, one more time. This time I will last. The next day, only like 5 hours or 6 hours. And I was like, okay, I cannot do this by myself. So I told God, God, please take this temptation away from me. And then I fell. And then I was reading my Bible, and I was depressed because when you're manic you go like this. So I wasn't reading my Bible. I was depressed and I wasn't praying. And I still watch YouTube videos though. And I was sinning. I was a sinner. I started masturbating every day, and then I got baptized when I was 17 because I thought that was gonna help me like. No, I got baptized when I was 16. A couple like 3 months after I went back to masturbating, and I got baptized, and I thought that would motivate me to be more righteous, to not sin anymore. That's why I got baptized, because I thought it was gonna help me not sin anymore, and also because my mom wanted me to, but she didn't tell me though. She never said, "Hey, you should get baptized." I did it because I wanted to, and also because I knew my mom wanted to, even though she never told me. She never peer pressured me or anything like that. And yeah, so I got baptized, and I was like, on my way to the baptism, I was like, this is the last time. The last time I masturbated, that's gonna be the last time. And then I went, got baptized, and then a day later, I started masturbating again, and then I got back into weed, and then I got schizophrenia after like a year and a half later. I had a schizophrenic psychosis episode. I had like false beliefs, false memories, delusions, hearing stuff, uh, ironic thoughts, and I went through a lot. This one time, I felt like I was just in so much emotional pain. It was so much, and the biggest thing out of all of that was this huge temptation to just cut my throat. I was so tempted, like like 40 more times than the pornography temptation. 40 more times. I just wanted to cut my freaking throat and die. And, like, I wanted it to hurt, and I was like really scared and anxious, and I was in so much pain. I was just crying all the time. I was like, please God help me. I was like help me, God help me. And I went to the kitchen. I put a knife in my throat, and then I went away. So I put it back in, put it back in the cabinet. And then I started getting acid reflux, so my chest would hurt. And I told my mom to drive me to the hospital. I told my mom to come with me to the hospital because I was a teenager. I needed my mom to be there. And I told him I want to kill myself because I have acid reflux. Like my chest really burns. Like when you have acid reflux, it burns really bad. And then she was like, "No, you're gonna have to stay." She was like, "You're gonna have to stay here." I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Because you said you wanted to kill yourself." I was like, "Yeah, because of the burning sensation." They were like, "Yeah, but you're still gonna have to stay here because that's not a good excuse to kill yourself." And I think they were afraid that if they didn't fix it, that I would just kill myself if they didn't fix it. I don't know, but they told me to stay there. And then the first day that the psychiatrist brought me into his room, I was begging him, "Please help me, please help me." I was crying, like tears were all the way right here. I was sweating. I was like putting a messed up face, like, "Please help me." I was like, "Please help me, please help me." It was like something was cutting my behind, like imagine a knife, like this. I was in so much pain, like somebody was putting like a freaking spike on my face, or like I was getting whipped from behind. I was like, "Please help me, please help me, please help me." And the psychiatrist, all he did was stay cool. He didn't overreact or anything. He was just writing down my answers to his questions, and that helped because it made me more calm. Like, this guy's calm, that affected me. It also got me calm. But I would appreciate it if he would just give me like a dopamine, or dopamine, some dopamine, like heroin, or if they give heroin, at the psychiatry. They should have given me some because I was in so much pain, and I was like that for like before I went to the hospital. Remember I told you that I had this huge temptation to cut my throat, and I put my knife through my throat, and I put it back. And I was like that for like 5 days, and then on the sixth day, I said that I wanted to kill myself because my chest would hurt. And then on the seventh day, no, I said that on the seventh day. And the sixth day, it wasn't that bad, but on the seventh day, that's when they brought me to the hospital. That's when I went to the hospital, and yeah, I was begging him like, please give me some pills so I can feel better. And I was crying like for like 4 more days. Like I would just be just crying and crying and crying. And then I went away. And then after that, I went to the hospital for 11 more times. That's because I would just forget about my medication. I would forget it for days. And I would smoke a lot of weed. And yeah, that's my faith. Like I don't know, but like today I sinned. I watched pornography and I listened to worldly music. These last 2 days, I have not sinned. These last 2 days, for me, like when I was 16, when I was a good Christian, when I would read my Bible an hour and a half, like I would just beg God, please kill me. Tell somebody to shoot me in the head, so I can go to heaven with you. I was like God, please kill me right now. Please kill me right now. And I was like, take care of my family. Make sure that they don't do anything stupid if I die. And give them strength and let them know that I'm with you. But now the way I see it is that if you don't sin, if you don't sin at all for like months, and let's say you sin once every 3 months, you sin, and then 3 months later you sin, 3 months later you sin, like I think even if you sin for 20 years straight, I think there's a chance that you could still go to hell. When I don't sin, like I feel like I don't know what God is gonna say about me. Like I don't know if He's gonna accept me into heaven, because I heard God chooses who to save. You know, there's nothing you can do to earn His grace, and there's nothing you can do to lose it. I'm not Muslim, but I heard that a person asked Muhammad, "Are you gonna go to heaven?" And he said, "If Allah wills." That's the. To be honest, I feel like I'm gonna go to heaven even more when I'm in sin, because I'm just so sad that I'm sinning, and I feel like God is gonna feel bad for me, or understand my emotions, and be like, okay, you can come here with me. I don't know why, but like when I'm a victim of sin, I feel like I should be able to go to heaven. But when I'm like perfect, not sinning, I'm just like I don't need Jesus or something. Like I don't know. It's really messed. You see, my view is kind of messed up, but that's how it is. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go to heaven or hell. I really don't know. Um, some people say believe in Jesus. Some people say repent or change your way of being. But like my pastor said, salvation is personal. We don't know who's gonna be saved or not. Salvation is personal. Only yourself knows if you're gonna be saved or not, and I don't know. So, but yeah, I'm about to eat. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you think about my religious views and tell me yours. Peace out.